Hello, it's Jason here. It's year 2020. I'm sure you have a lot of things planned for yourself this year. And given that you're watching this video, you're probably wondering, how do I find the first software engineering job? Landing your first software engineering job is difficult for many reasons. Many job descriptions require a couple of years of experience. But if you never had a software engineering job in the first place, how do you acquire experience? And from the employer's perspective, mishiring is a costly mistake that wastes time, money, and training resources. So they are reluctant to hire someone without any experience. How do we break this cycle? Well, I'll tell you how. Getting a job largely is broken down into two parts. 1. Can you do the job? 2. Do you appear like you can do the job? What do I mean by that? When I ask, can you do the job? I am asking everything about your core competencies. Your intellect, your ability to solve problems, ability to communicate clearly and cogently, whether if you can work well with other people in the team or not. There are endless qualities that determine whether if you can do the job or not. But let's talk about the most important one for software engineers. Given a business problem, can you provide a software solution to the problem? This is what you have to crack. You have to be able to code. You have to know appropriate tools and languages to solve the problem. And you have to work on a side project. So my suggestion is code a lot, study a programming language well, and work on a side project. Through practice, you will get better at all three. And without those three, it'll be very hard to land a job. And even if you did, it'll be very hard to keep the job for long. Let's move on to the second question, the weirder one. How do you appear like you can do the job? This is a trickier one. The first one is pretty simple, right? First one's, can you code? Do you work on a side project? Do you know programming language? But appearing like you can do the job is a different problem. You can be a great coder. You might have worked on a technically challenging project, and you might know a programming language very well. But if you don't present yourself well, you're going to have a hard time landing a job. So this second part is just as important as the first. You have to appear like you can do the job well to two groups of people. The first group is recruiters. The recruiters need to know whether if you exist, can they find you? And when they do, you need to have an impressive profile to be selected for interviews. This means at the minimum, writing a really good resume, having a LinkedIn profile, and project list where it shows off what you've been working on. If you have screenshots for these work, great. And if these works are live on a website or live on a web app store, even better. Also, you have to be visible to them by actually applying to jobs. You won't just get discovered. You have to put yourself out there. Don't wait until recruiters just approach you. You have to make yourself known, apply to jobs, and get into the company candidates database that way. This is how you can increase the chance of getting discovered by recruiters and subsequently getting the interview you need. The second group of people you have to impress are engineers and the hiring manager. And the way you can do that is by acing the coding interview questions. There are so much resources dedicated to doing this well online, so I won't get into those things here. However, I just want to emphasize you have to know your algorithms, you have to know your data structures, and you have to be able to solve problems that utilize these algorithms and data structures. You could be the best coder out there, but if you cannot pass this type of coding interview questions, you will not be able to land your first job. As you can see, landing a software engineering job is not easy. And there's a lot of steps and hard work involved in getting a job. But the upside is also great. You get to work on problems that have large impact to many people, work with smart people, and get paid handsomely doing so. With hard work and determination, this is something you can achieve. I hope that in 2020, this is the year you land your first engineering job. Please like this video if you found it useful. If you have any questions or topics that you'd like me to discuss, please leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching.